Does it ever feel like everything your boss assigns is labeled as urgent and important? Like they expect you to finish a week's worth of work in just one day? It's a struggle that many of us face, whether you're in corporate, freelancing, or even managing a household. Sometimes you just feel like you're stuck in a constant race to get everything done immediately. But what about those important but non-urgent tasks that you promised yourself that you would handle later? Let's be honest, does that later ever really come? The truth is, prioritizing task is not as complicated as it seems. The biggest mistake that most people make is treating everything like it's their top priority, whether it's talking to your boss about an appraisal, preparing a presentation for a client meeting, or rushing to finish a monthly report. When everything on your to-do list feels equally urgent and important, you are bound to feel overwhelmed and stuck. You need to understand that priorities can change, and that's okay. Just because something is your top priority right now, it doesn't mean that it has to stay that way. You're allowed to adjust and shift your focus as your needs evolve. In this video, I'm going to share with you one powerful trick, one transformative mindset, and one practical framework to help you prioritize your tasks more effectively. These will help you stay focused on what truly matters, both in your personal and professional life. And there's a bonus at the end of the video that you can't miss, so make sure that you watch till the end. Now let's start with a trick called binary comparison, a straightforward way to prioritize tasks when everything feels equally important. Suppose that you have a list of 10 tasks. It's easy to feel stuck just by trying to figure out where to begin. Our brains are not great at managing long lists all at once, but they are surprisingly good at making simple side-by-side decisions. The biggest reason people panic at work is because they are feeling overwhelmed by the long list of to-do that feels unmanageable. This creates anxiety and often leads to procrastination. Here's how binary comparison works. Start by writing down all your tasks, then take any 2 tasks from the list and ask yourself, which one is more urgent and impactful right now? The task that you choose takes priority and all the other can wait. This way, you can break your list into manageable tasks and start working with clarity. Now, another way to approach this is by asking yourself one simple question. Which of these, if done well, would make the others feel easier or even unnecessary? For example, let's say that your to-do list includes cleaning and organizing your desk, sending a project update, completing a presentation, or attending a team meeting, or buying groceries. Most people would write these tasks down in the order that they come to mind, but not all tasks carry the same weight. In this case, focusing on completing the presentation first might make the rest feel easier to manage because it's the most time-consuming and impactful. This exercise highlights how tasks are often unequally weighted. Repeating this process as new tasks are added ensures that your to-do list stays manageable and focused. By using this technique, you can streamline your priorities and focus your energy where it truly counts. But sometimes prioritizing individual tasks is not enough. What if your to-do list is not just a few tasks? What if you're dealing with a mix of deadlines, responsibilities, and long-term goals? That's when you need a system that doesn't just prioritize, it organizes everything clearly. So let me break down how you can use the Moscow framework to prioritize your task effectively. So as we discussed earlier, not all tasks carry the same weight, but treating them equally can lead to overwhelm. Now, the Moscow method offers a clear framework to categorize your tasks systematically into 4 groups. The must-haves. These are your critical tasks that demand immediate attention. Not completing them on time could lead to serious consequences. For example, this includes your electricity bill, preparing for an urgent client presentation, or responding to a time-sensitive email from your boss. The should-haves. These tasks are important but less time-sensitive. While they matter, they don't require immediate focus. For instance, working on a monthly progress report or planning an upcoming team meeting would fall here. And then at last come the could-haves and the won't-haves. The could-have tasks are optional but nice to complete if time allows. For example, organizing your workspace or tidying up your desk. The won't-haves are tasks that are not necessary or important right now and can be skipped entirely. So once you've categorized your tasks, start by eliminating the won't-haves to streamline your list. Then focus on the must-haves first, followed by the should-haves. And if you have some extra time, then, spend some time on the could-haves. So with this method, you can eliminate unnecessary stress and work smarter, not harder to get things done. Now that you have a system for prioritizing tasks, let's talk about something that often gets overlooked: your mindset. Because no matter how you organize your to-do list, your approach to work can either set you up for success or leave you feeling stuck. So the third thing that I want to talk about is optimizing for skills and relationships. This is where adopting the right mindset becomes crucial. A powerful approach famously used by Tim Ferriss, known for his 4-hour book series, is to optimize for skills and relationships. So here's the question that he's asking himself whenever he's deciding what to do next. Even if this project fails, will I develop relationships and skills that will persist past that failure? What this does is shifting your focus from short-term outcomes to long-term personal growth. And instead of obsessing over whether a task will lead to immediate success, you begin to see the broader picture, the skills that you will develop, the connections that you will build, and the lessons that you will learn. Just think about it. Some of the most valuable experiences in your career come from the projects that don't go exactly as planned. Maybe your client presentation didn't land the way that you hoped, but you walked away with stronger communication skills. Or perhaps a project didn't hit its original goals, but it helped you to build trust with your team for future collaborations. Shifting your focus to personal and professional growth can completely change how you approach your tasks. Every project, no matter the outcome, is an opportunity to learn and grow. And there is another way that this mindset can help you. In today's fast-paced world, business doesn't stand still, and neither should you. The moment that you get too comfortable with your current routine is when you risk falling behind. That's why it's so important to regularly review your to-do list and reprioritize as new challenges arise. Avoid the trap of thinking that I must finish this because I've already started it. Sure, it's important to complete what you started, but sometimes holding on to this mindset can drain your energy on tasks that are no longer serving you. So when a new project or task comes your way, don't panic or see it as just another addition to your already long list. Instead, look at it as an investment in yourself, asking yourself, how can I use this to build skills or strengthen relationships? By reframing tasks this way, you're not just completing them, you're turning them into opportunities for growth and future success. And we are not done yet. Here's a bonus that can completely change how you approach your work. Prioritization is not just about ticking off tasks. It's about making sure that the work that you're doing aligns with your long-term goals, your professional growth, and your personal values. The truth is, in the hustle of completing tasks, we often forget about ourselves. We focus so much on getting things done that we lose sight of whether those tasks are actually moving us closer to what we truly want. This is where self-introspection comes in. It's about taking a step back and understanding yourself on a deeper level. And to help you, here's a simple framework with 4 key areas that you can reflect on. The first one is passion and excitement. Which are the tasks that you genuinely look forward to? Which ones genuinely excite you? The second one is skill development and growth. Which are the tasks that challenge you and help you to develop new skills? How do these contribute to your professional growth? The third area is long-term vision alignment. Do these tasks connect with your 1, 3, or 5-year career goals? And the fourth one is personal values and meaning. Do these tasks resonate with your core values? Instead of mindlessly completing tasks, these questions help you reflect on whether your daily activities align with your bigger aspirations. Far too many professionals get stuck in a loop of constant work, never pausing to consider if their efforts are taking them closer to their goals or just keeping them busy. You won't know where you're heading unless you take the time to reflect. Make it a habit to review your day before you go sleeping. And ask yourself, what did I accomplish today? Did it contribute to my growth or goals? What can I improve tomorrow? And don't feel restricted by the questions that I shared. Come up with your own based on the challenges that you personally are facing. The goal is not just to complete tasks, but to build a career and life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. So there you have it, a trick, a framework, and the mindset that you need to prioritize your task more effectively. Let's quickly recap what we've covered in this video. The first one is the binary comparison, breaking down your long to-do list by comparing 2 tasks at a time. This simplifies decision-making and helps you focus on what needs to be done first. The must-scope framework helps you categorize your task into must, should, could, and won't-haves to streamline your priorities and make your workload more manageable. And then finally, optimizing optimizing for skills and relationships, shifting your mindset from seeking perfect results to focusing on the skills that you gain and the connections that you build. And the fourth one was self-introspection, regularly evaluating if your daily efforts align with your passions, long-term goals, and core values. Life will always be throwing tasks your way, some easy and some challenging. The key is not just to manage your workload, but to do so in a way that aligns with your bigger picture. Start with just one system that resonates the most with you and take it step by step. The goal is progress and not perfection. Now, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who could benefit from these tips, and don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one.